Hi guys, and welcome to week 7 of the 365-day Focus Art Challenge. This week I've been pretty busy. I've gotten a lot accomplished. I'm pretty proud of myself. I started out doing some 3D shapes in one of the classes that I'm taking, and I don't think that this one turned out too bad. I was pretty happy with it. But again, I didn't have all the pencils that I needed. And in this one, you can kind of tell because I have a darker shading here. And I'm not going to grumble and say, oh, it could have been better. If I had the pencils, I think if I had the correct pencils, I think it would have turned out a lot better. But I wanted to continue doing it, so I got the gist of the shading. And so I kept on going. And so those were the drawings that I did. Now, I'm going to have to back up here. So this was my work in progress from last week. As you can see, I tried to use gelato on the top here, but I don't think that I got it wet enough to create more drips because I would have liked more drips, but I didn't want it to run into the Tombow markers on the bird and start running, so I tried to control it a little more. The hair is watercolor. There's chalk pastel. I used my Dina Wakley stamp and Tombow markers on this. Oh, and this here is washi tape. And I think I told you guys that last week. And I apologize. I have to get a new camera stand. And I haven't been able to find one. So bear with me through the shakiness. I apologize. Maybe next week I'll have it. This I really like. I like the white space on it. I am starting to notice that I do like white space. Gosh, I say too much. So this is a washi tape border. I used watercolors, chalk pastel, colored pencil. I think I even tried some Bria Reese watercolor crayons on this. No, watercolor sticks, but I wasn't able to get it as dark as I wanted. My quote is, "What if I fall?" And she says, "Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" It was kind of inspired by how I was feeling, where I think the things I do aren't good enough, and I think that I'm going to fail them. I guess you could say I'm just a little too hard on myself. And I have to remember to be kind. Kind of hard to be kind, but I will try. This is a drawing I did with a pencil. I'm not really sure what kind of pencil this is. But it's made in France, and it's a B pencil. And I think actually the pencil's actually a little bit purple. And I did get to use water to blend it a little in the hair. My background is a watercolor background, so I didn't really use too much on this page. I was feeling kind of closed in and isolated, and I was trying to come up with something positive, so it ended up being this too shall pass. And let me tell you, I hope it passes soon enough. Because there are days where I can't feel creative, but there are days that I can be really creative. So I like it, and then I don't. Then I did another background, and it's another watercolor background. And I used the same pencil just because I was doing the process again, and I did a tutorial on it, how to do the background. I kind of like how this one's more bright and it shows more of the wrinkles, but I also like the other page where it was soft colored and still showed the wrinkles. Okay. Then I did something out of Life Book, And this was a Galaxy Girl bookmark. I used chalk pastel, watercolors, Tombow markers, Dilutions ink. I used that to splatter. I used some high gloss spray by Dina Wakley on the hair as well. It kind of blended in, and I kind of expected that. Maybe it was a little wet. It shouldn't have been, but it might have been. But I do like how it turned out, and I did try to do some on the shading on the bottom. Then I wanted to do another one, and I did. And I used watercolors, Sharpie, chalk pastel, and my Tombow markers on this. And as I'm going through all this, I noticed that I like a lot of blues, purples, and pink, even though really, if you knew me, I don't like the color pink. It's not one of my favorite colors. But I seem to use that a lot, I noticed. So I think what I'm going to try going forward is trying to use different colors. I'm waiting on some art supplies to come in the mail. They're still sitting in New Jersey and have been since probably the 2nd, which I'm getting a little antsy because I can't wait for them to come. I think I got some collage paper and some paint coming, and and I ordered stencils. Oh, I do have one more to show you. Okay. I do have one more in my book. So I'm just going to... Okay, I guess you're going to come with me and see my messy craft room. I did do one more page. And I'm really proud of this one because this one is a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. I did not draw the face. That actually was a collage that I did. But I used acrylic paint and Sharpie and I believe colored pencils. I collaged and I used I can't think of what kind of, a Pitt pen. Yeah, that's it. But this one is special because of the fact that I made my own stencil. I put it together. I had the stencil and I used my Cricut to cut out the stencil. So I'm kind of excited about that one. This is in one of my bigger journals. So I'm also looking forward to trying the possibility of creating some more stencils on my own for future projects. And that will be determined on when I make the next one. So I'm kind of really excited about that. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing everybody's things. Bye.